Pickleball.
A sport born out of boredom on a summer afternoon has now become one of the fastest-growing games in the world, with millions of new players, booming sponsorships, and increasing media coverage. Pickleball has officially hit the big leagues. But with success comes scrutiny, and with fame comes scandal. This is the untold story of every major controversy that shook the pickleball world, exposing the tension, politics, and drama behind the scenes of America's favorite new obsession. 1. Zane Navratil's spin serve ban. In 2021, Zane Navratil introduced a serve that would change the game forever. With a precise flick of the wrist and an unconventional toss, his spin serve created unpredictable, aggressive movement that baffled opponents. It wasn't illegal yet, but it was controversial. As his wins stacked up and competitors complained, the governing bodies took notice. Critics argued it gave Zane an unfair advantage, undermining the spirit of the sport. Supporters called it innovation, just like the jump serve in volleyball or the knuckleball in baseball. By early 2023, the serve was officially banned by both USA Pickleball and the PPA Tour. Zane complied with the ruling, but didn't stay silent. In interviews, he pointed out the irony. Pickleball, a sport known for welcoming creativity, was shutting down its most exciting evolution yet. To this day, some argue that the ban wasn't about fairness. It was about fear. Fear of change. Fear of dominance. Fear of one man being too good at something new. 2. The paddle testing controversy. Pickleball paddles look simple, but they're anything but. As the pro scene heated up, manufacturers pushed the envelope. Paddles started featuring high-friction surfaces, textured grit, and layered carbon to generate more spin and power. But with that evolution came a simple question. Where's the line? In 2022 and 2023, multiple top players were accused of using paddles that exceeded legal surface limits. Some passed pre-match checks but failed post-match testing. Others weren't tested at all, leading to accusations of favoritism and inconsistency. The problem? Paddle testing itself was flawed. Different testing standards, limited availability of equipment, and a lack of transparency. Even paddle companies got dragged into the fight. Whispers spread that some brands were protecting their top athletes, tweaking paddles in ways that were hard to detect but made all the difference on court. In response, USA Pickleball introduced more rigorous testing procedures and a public-approved paddle list. But even that didn't stop the rumors that the playing field was far from level. 3. MLP versus PPA, the pro circuit civil war. For years, two organizations battled for control of pro pickleball: the PPA, Professional Pickleball Association, and Major League Pickleball, MLP. The PPA focused on individual ranking events, think tennis tournaments, while MLP went the team route, building franchises and city-based rivalries. In 2023, everything came to a head. Players were forced to sign exclusivity contracts, choosing one league over the other. Some broke deals, some switched sides, some refused to sign at all. Suddenly, players who used to train together were now rivals. Behind the scenes, sponsors pulled strings, lawyers got involved, and the power struggle became more intense than any match on court. Eventually, after months of public jabs and private negotiations, a merger was announced in 2024, supposedly uniting the two tours into one super league. But the damage was done, trust had been broken, and fans were left wondering, was this about growing the game or controlling it? 4. Collin Johns coaching controversy. Collin Johns is more than Ben Johns' brother. He's his coach, strategist, and often his doubles partner. But in 2023, Collin was at the center of a unique scandal: coaching during matches. Officially, coaching was banned during live play. But Collin, seated just off the court, was frequently seen signaling Ben, sometimes with water bottle taps, other times with hand gestures. Critics called it cheating. Defenders said it was harmless, common even. Things escalated when an opponent filed an official complaint claiming Collin had been giving real-time instructions throughout a high-stakes semifinal. The tournament directors reviewed footage, debated the intent, and eventually issued a warning. But the court of public opinion had already ruled. Social media exploded with theories and slow-motion breakdowns. Was Collin helping Ben too much? Or was everyone just bitter that the Johns brothers kept winning? Either way, the controversy forced the tours to re-examine their coaching rules, leading to stricter enforcement in 2024. 5. Prize money and appearance fee backlash. As pickleball went pro, money started flowing in, but not equally. In late 2022, several top players spoke out about appearance fees, undisclosed payments made to elite pros just to show up at certain events. On paper, every player had a chance to win the prize pool. In reality, the top 4 to 5 were sometimes already getting $5,000 to $15,000 just to attend, before hitting a single ball. Lower-ranked pros, many funding their own travel and lodging, felt betrayed. One anonymous player summed it up best. "We're not playing the same tournament, we're playing in their commercial." The backlash led to some reforms. Event organizers became more transparent, and a few even abolished appearance fees entirely. But for many players, the message was clear. Star power sells, and money talks louder than merit. 6. The gender pay gap debate. Another storm hit the pickleball world in 2023. The growing conversation around equal pay for male and female players. Though many tournaments offered equal prize money, disparities existed in exposure, match scheduling, and sponsorship deals. Women's matches were often scheduled earlier, before peak viewing hours. Some broadcasts cut away from close women's matches to feature men's blowouts. Female pros, including Catherine Parento and Anna Bright, began speaking up. They demanded fair treatment, not just on paper, but in practice. Fans weighed in. Some supported the movement. Others argued that men's matches drew more viewers and therefore more revenue. The debate reached a boiling point when a mixed doubles event awarded a larger purse to male players, citing performance bonuses tied to audience metrics. The backlash was swift, and eventually, the event was forced to issue a public apology. Since then, progress has been made, but the fight for full equality in pickleball is still far from over. 7. Retirement fakeouts and PR stunts. In late 2023, fans were shocked when a top 10 player announced an emotional retirement, citing burnout, mental health, and a desire to return to a normal life. The farewell post went viral. Tributes poured in, the community rallied around. But just 6 weeks later, the same player returned, announcing a new sponsor, a signature paddle deal, and a full tournament schedule. Fans were confused. Some called it a redemption story. Others felt manipulated. Was the retirement genuine, or a PR stunt to drive brand engagement? This wasn't an isolated case. Over the next year, at least 2 more pros retired for short periods, only to return with new deals in hand. Eventually, the term pickleball retirement became a meme, mocked online and questioned in interviews. Match-fixing rumors and gambling concerns. As pickleball expanded into the mainstream, sports betting followed. By 2024, major platforms like DraftKings and FanDuel were offering odds on pickleball matches, especially high-profile events. But with gambling came the threat of match-fixing. Rumors began circulating in underground forums and Discord groups, claims of unexpected losses, suspicious point spreads, and late match collapses that favored unusual bets. While no official charges have been filed, multiple players have been investigated quietly. Tournament directors began working with betting regulators to monitor odds movement and betting patterns. One player was even temporarily suspended after suspicious communication with a known sports bettor came to light. Though no formal link to fixing was proven, the message was clear. The integrity of the sport was now under threat. And pro pickleball, like every sport before it, had entered dangerous territory. Number 9. Public court takeover protests. Pickleball isn't just a pro sport, it's a community activity. But in cities across America, it has also become a source of tension. In 2022 to 2024, passionate pickleballers began transforming public tennis courts into makeshift pickleball arenas, marking new lines, installing nets, and organizing events. Tennis players pushed back. Fights broke out. Videos went viral. Some cities tried to compromise, allocating court hours. Others banned pickleball outright. Things escalated in New York City, Los Angeles, and Seattle, where pro pickleball protesters organized takeovers of high-profile parks, setting up portable courts in defiance of local rules. One incident even ended in arrests when a city councilman was shouted down during a public hearing by a crowd chanting, "Free the courts." The battle over space became symbolic. Pickleball wasn't just a sport. It was a culture war between generations, between tradition and evolution. 10. City noise bans and lawsuits. Lastly, perhaps the strangest scandal of all, the sound of pickleball. The sharp pop of the ball, once a joyful echo of play, became a legal nightmare in neighborhoods across the country. In gated communities, retirees filed noise complaints. In suburban towns, homeowners launched lawsuits. In one case, a Florida couple sued their local HOA for over $250,000, claiming the constant pickleball noise was ruining their mental health. Cities began installing sound meters, some passed ordinances banning pickleball after 6 p.m., others spent tens of thousands on sound barriers, or worse, shut down courts completely. Pickleball was on trial, not for what it did, but for how loud it was. And for many, this raised a bigger question. As pickleball grows, can it truly coexist with the communities that host it? From banned serves to legal threats, paddle scandals to politics, pickleball has grown up fast, and not without growing pains. But maybe that's the price of progress. For every scandal, there's a lesson. For every controversy, a conversation. And for every fall, a comeback. Because if one thing's clear, it's this. Pickleball isn't just a game anymore. It's a movement, a battleground, and a mirror, reflecting everything we love and hate about modern sport. The only question now is, what scandal will shake it next?